and welcome back to the channel. I am out here at one of my favorite local locations for golden hour photography, and as you can see here behind me, skies are blue, conditions are looking really good, and I am very excited right now about the evening ahead. So in just a minute, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn you around and show you the composition that I like to shoot here. And what I'd also like to do in this video is give you a little bit of an insight into the scouting that I do and the forward planning that I do for finding new locations for, in particular, golden hour and blue hour photography, and how beneficial that can be in increasing your success rate in getting the good shot at that location. And because what I think people find hard to appreciate when looking at an image is how many times a photographer might have gone there to try and capture that perfect shot. Like, I come to this location on a regular basis because it's local to me and it's easy to get to. But if there's somewhere that I really want to go that's further afield, it could be a 2 hour or 3 hour drive away from home, I think it's just a really good thing to have that little bit of planning done and have that little bit of research done on that location before you head out there. And yeah, we'll get to that a little bit later on in the video. So I'm going to get set up here, and as I said, I'll turn you around, show you the composition, and hopefully it's going to be a successful evening of golden hour photography. So what I've got in this composition here is this rocky foreground just coming in from the lower right hand corner of the frame, rising over to the left, and then on the left hand side, as you can see, there's this large grassy heathery bank. Above that you've got that coniferous forest, and then slopes back down to the horizon over there. And what I'm hoping for as golden hour approaches and the sun sets over here somewhere is that that golden light will just light up the whole bank, all those trees up on the left hand side and the rocks here in the foreground, and just get a really nice golden reflection on the water as well. And right now things are looking pretty promising, so fingers crossed. So in the composition I just showed you a moment ago, I'm still waiting for the sun to drop down and light up that bank, and what I've decided to do instead is shoot from exactly the same spot, but I've turned the camera 90 degrees for a similar composition, and I am at ISO 100 for this shot, f8 and 1/100th of a second for the shutter speed. And for anyone interested, what I'm shooting with is a Canon 2000D and just a kit lens, 18 to 55 mil. I'm at 18 millimeters, and let's see how this turns out. getting back to what I was saying a little bit earlier about the forward planning and scouting for good landscape photography locations. Um, the first thing I use, it's the pretty obvious one, is Google Maps, and I can open that up from the comfort of my own home on my phone, and zoom in on all sorts of different locations around the country, and check their orientation. So if I want to be shooting a sunset in the west in the evening, that okay, well that's going to be a good sunset location. I've actually used it to find another local lake location with this really gorgeous T-shaped wooden jetty on the lake. Absolutely gorgeous scene. So looking forward to getting over there in the next few weeks, hopefully. But it's a little bit outside my 5K right now, so we'll have to wait for uh, the government to let us go a little bit further. Um, Another app I use, and I find it absolutely brilliant, is an app called Phototime, and it is full of really fantastic information about golden hour and blue hour, and what I've used it to kind of find out for myself is information on Killary Fjord in northwest County Galway. There's a lodge on that fjord, and from the lodge the fjord just angles out in a slightly northwesterly direction towards the sea, and you've got Muilree Mountain on the north side of the fjord, and you've got Garon Mountain on the south side of the fjord, and within a few minutes of opening up the app I was able to find out that on May 10th, give or take a few days, the sun sets in that slightly northwesterly direction. And so what I'll do is take out a diary. I will go to May 10th, say Killary Lodge, for a Killary Fjord shot, and write that down. I will maybe put down some information on how long it's going to take me to get there. Like it's in my county, but it's still actually a good 2.5 hour drive for me. So I have all that information in my diary, and it just simplifies the whole process. Like there's other features on the app. It has um, weather forecasting, um, all your wind, your precipitation, your cloud, all that kind of information. It has it all in the one app, and I just find it really brilliant. There's also a few really good articles that you can read within the app. Really good information about golden hour and blue hour photography and different types of photography. It's an app aimed at photographers, and I just think it's really well worth checking out. So yeah, that's part of my process. So guys, blue hour is upon us. You can't see the color in the sky here right now because it's completely blown out, but I can assure you it is beautiful. My first composition didn't quite glow in the way I was hoping, but I'm still pretty confident I got some nice shots. So I'm gonna take a few more, pack up, get myself home, warm myself up with a nice cup of tea, and upload these to Lightroom and see how they come out. And the best ones, of course, will feature at the end of the video here. So if you liked today's video, guys, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to stay tuned for more. Comment with any questions below. And we will see you in the next video. Bye for now.